Good morning, everyone. I'm taking a little late morning break again here. It seems like my whole body and mind really likes a little break at about this time. So it's late morning, a little before noon here, and I'd like to get a few more rows done on this. It's a little bit heavy. I think it's going to be a little bit heavy. It's soft enough, but I think it's going to be a little bit heavy for her. But we'll see. I'm going to just go ahead and do a few more rows here and then call that long enough for her, because she is so tiny that so tiny that it's hard to get things small enough to fit her. Sometimes she almost needs children's-sized things at this point in her life. Okay, so here we go with our double crochet, chain one, double crochet in the same space to make our V-stitch. Okay, next one, double crochet. Let's get some yarn loose here. Okay, here we go. Okay, going nicely. So it's decided we won't have the full 21 here for Thanksgiving. Some people are not sure whether they've had the chicken pox or not, so they don't want to come around Mom with the shingles. Now look at that. There's one ply left out of there in that stitch. That's the problem. Can you see that? That's the problem with bulky yarns. But it's easily fixed. We noticed it quickly, so I'm going to go back and pick that up. We'll go back from the chain 3 to begin this row. And tighten that a little bit. Okay, here we go again. Yes, and there's a lot of controversy, even among different approaches to caring for that little problem of shingles, and whether or not it's contagious. And the consensus seems to be, oops, I missed that one. The consensus seems to be that if you've never had the chicken pox, you could conceivably get it from the shingles. Now, you know, I don't think it'd be very easy. But at any rate, and nobody's bringing a pre-vaccination baby here or anything like that. None of her grandkids or great-grandkids are that tiny now. But at any rate, so it means that the house will have a manageable number of people in it. Nothing like a little spot of tea while you crochet. So, so this afternoon I have to put the click list in and then pick it up tomorrow. And I'm getting a load of hay for the alpacas tomorrow. That's being delivered about 10 in the morning. So all my things are getting done one way or another. And the weather's supposed to be good. One year we kind of missed getting together for Thanksgiving because it was so snowy and icy and all of that, but I think this year it's supposed to be 61 degrees here at Winterbrook tomorrow, so that's different. I can remember a snow when I was a child, growing up. In which there was such a blizzard on Thanksgiving that all the electricity went out, and was out for several days actually. It was a really, really heavy blizzard. And there was nothing to, no energy to cook with except a little kerosene type camping stove, which my parents kept just for that reason. And my mother made what growing up we always called goulash. And it was so good. It was, oh, this was one of my happiest Thanksgivings ever that I remember as a child growing up. There was just snow everywhere, and I do like snow. So there was snow everywhere, and everybody was safe and cozy, and it just, you know, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, and did it snow. So, and Thanksgiving was even rather early that year, I believe, so. But this year is entirely different. Now there, I missed a stitch. Let me go back and get that. Okay. All right. Oh, now kitty cat, please don't do that. My cat's down here right beside me. Well, come on, you can come up. Let me just stop. Come on up here. Kitty, kitty, come on. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. That's Belvedere. He is such a loving cat. No, now don't pester me. Oh, I have to reach over to the other desk. I know what he wants. He wants a treat. I will be right back. Here, kitty, kitty. Come on here. Where'd you go? Come on. Okay, here you go, sweetheart. He knows right where the treat jar is and right how to get my attention and get himself treated. Okay, back to this V-stitch. Yes, there hasn't been a winter like that around here in a long, long time. You know, I think I'm going to get out my yarn. I have one of those great huge totes full of yarns that I haven't used for this, that, and the other. Some of them I've picked up over the years when I'd see them, happen to like them and they were on sale or something. And I'd get a bunch thinking, oh, that'll be enough to do about anything I want with it. Well, sometimes I'd have things left over, and sometimes I'd just never get to doing anything with it. So I have this huge tote full of various kinds of yarn. And now, Belvy, honey, no, that scratches when you do that. Oh, but he's asking so sweetly. Here's another little treat. So I think I'll get that out, and I'm sure there's plenty of, well, there are yarns in there of all colors and types and whatnot. And I'm going to, I think, make another one of these for her, but in a much lighter weight. And that means I'll have to, you know, kind of adjust the basic pattern or else switch patterns so that here we go, the end of this row. All right. Come on here. 1, 2, 3. So that if I make a one not quite so heavy for her, I think she might like it even better than this one. though I did show her this and had an idea also for turning it into a sort of collar instead of a scarf, but I just think it's a bit too, in this bulky yarn, it's a bit too heavy for that. But it will be cute, and maybe I can do that for her with another type of yarn. Okay, here we go. And you know, she's so delicate and frail at this point that the really light colors are very good on her. And I know I have in there a variegated pink and blue and white. A few skeins of that left from an Afghan that I did a long time ago. I hope you enjoy crocheting, just knowing there's someone else who's kind of been doing it right along with you. I think we'll count stitches here in a minute, just to make sure we're still on our 6 across. And if we switch to a lighter yarn, and of course a smaller hook, and do this pattern, we'll be making more than 6 V's across. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, what have I got going on here? No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aha! See, you just get that feel. No, wait a minute, something's not quite right here. And I find whenever I get that, I'd better listen and stop and check. It's like your body, after a few rows of any pattern, your body starts to know that rhythm, and you just need to listen. We've got more knowledge in our whole systems than is in our heads, but I'm very much a head person, so. Okay, can you see this? This is coming along nicely here. We'll turn and go again. Okay. Right, let me see here. Okay. Isn't it amazing how the brain works better than any computer? Even though on some things we can't trust it as much as a computer. Made for different things. And of course there's always that debate about whether artificial intelligence can actually produce the human emotions. That is going to be an interesting one to see what plays out there in time. But I just love living now in these times when there's, let me start this over so I know what I'm doing. I'm distracting myself with exciting thoughts on artificial intelligence. Uh, I just think it's so wonderful to be living in these times when we're on the brink of so many things. Now, I'm sure every generation has felt like that, you know, like we're on the brink of so much. But I think there are times when, you know, it's not a smooth pattern of advancement. It's a little choppier than that, like all organic processes. And sometimes I think we're on a larger brink than others, and I just feel like this is one of the times when we're on a really big brink. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but you know, I think the world's going to look so different pretty soon. Oh, looks like I made that one a little bit tight, didn't I? That's okay, we got through it. And here's the cat. Can you see the cat? He just leapt up here. Hey, sweetie, come on, smile in the camera. Yeah, smile at the camera. Yes, look here. Come over here, come on. Are you going to lie down here with me? Mm-hmm. Are you? Here he comes. Oh, yeah, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. Pretty kitty, yeah. All right. I'm going to turn and just do a couple of more rows. And then call this my little power break. You know, one of the things I want to do this weekend, because I have a little bit of a little more free than most of my weekends are, a bit of a freer weekend. And I do want to explore the possibility of setting up a little hydroponic system to grow wheatgrass for the alpacas. There are entire fodder systems, commercial ones. But I don't have room for that. And I thought, I'll bet I could find a little place just to make, so they have about I don't know, a pound of green grass every day. And I could save a tray or two to do, I don't want that, to do some lettuce and herbs for the house here. I just love doing hydroponics things. See, this is what I mean. There are so many interesting things to get involved in, and I've been involved in so many of them, but it's great because it always gives you something to go back to and to look forward to and to see how you could do better and read up on and see what's new that you didn't know from before. See, that's a means of advancement that, like when I was doing large hydroponics projects, it was before LED lighting. Well, think how that changes everything. And of course, those were the days when you used the really hot metal halide lights. I still have some of them, just need a new bulb. But they are hot and they take enormous amounts of electricity. And they do give off a heat source and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know of people who have had someone come knocking at their door because it was discovered, and of course they thought they were growing pot or something. but it was just lettuce and herbs, just like I had. And I used to sell them to a little corner grocery store near us. And it was so much fun. Okay, maybe one more row here, and then I'm going to stop for today. So I think I'm going to explore that this weekend. See if there's a little system I could put together that would provide a little added nutrient for my alpaca herd and provide a place. And if I do that, I will show you along the way everything I do, because there's a way to adapt that so that you can do it right there in your house, like in a little bookcase or I don't know. I guess I'll never grow up. I just get so excited about these little things because I have so much fun with them. So, okay, here we go here. 1, 2, 3. Missed one there. See, your body just tells you. Your body just tells you when you did it wrong. Okay, chain and double crochet. And we have a proper V now. And now into the next one. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. See, it's almost like a mantra. If you said this out loud, if you said your pattern out loud, now it's not a mantra in terms of meaning, but it's a repetitious sound, and it's that repetition in the movement of your body which makes crocheting almost like an affirmation or a mantra said over and over with the same rhythm. Okay, there. I'm going to stop there for now. And let's see now, we've got, I'll pull that through so I don't lose that. We've now got all of this. Yep. Okay, it's good. And that might just, I'm going to throw this around my own neck and see how this would be for her put together. And she would turn it like this. And it's big enough now she could easily get that over her head. So I may call this long enough. I'm going to experiment with this a little bit. And you know, one of those shawl pieces that are like, remember how people used to wear in their hair, they were sometimes wooden, little wooden rounds and a pin of like a skewer would go through them and keep your hair in place. There are shawl pins made very much like that, and this might be a good thing for her because there's plenty to go through, and it's putting it through kind of just like take this hook and you just put it in and through like that, and it holds it in place. And she might like that. See, that's one of the things. Once you get some of your basic fabric made, you can change the pattern and switch it around and do whatever you want to with it and get so creative. And it is just so much fun. Okay, on to the getting ready for Thanksgiving. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.